All right, here we are, hole number 7. And what I typically do here, we'll see. You can either navigate or quasar plus sniper. Let's just see how this plays out with the wind wise. It is a tailwind, so this is what more or less what I'll do, and I'll just go for this bump here. So perfect bumping wind. Not a lot of reason to use topspin like that though. It's a very unusual way to play the hill. It's too risky. You can see how the bounces are always all over the place on this hole. This hole has so many different possible outcomes from just very slight differences. So you want to be very careful. Because here you can see it just slides all the way through and not a good shot at all. Other times it might come out just perfect. So what I'll typically do is I'll play a consistent approach, and typically the most consistent you can play this involves around 6.5 backspin and just landing here. It always trickles down the hill, whether or not it goes, the way that you want it. It's not guaranteed or anything, but you can see with what I'm doing, with where I'm aiming, and the 6.5 rings here. We'll just see how this, make sure that you don't add any overpower. And I'm going to just go a little bit more rings next time. So if I went 6.5 rings there, maybe 7.5. As you can see, it was just about 1 ring off as to where I want. So more or less, I'm just going to, use a first attempt. It's just kind of to get my bearings, and then I'm just going to work on making corrections based on, the way that the shot played out. So you can see that it landed a little bit long, a little bit left, which means I didn't go enough rings. So that's the adjustment that we'll make next time. But you get the idea of exactly what I'm trying to do with what my setup looks like. And that should yield very consistent results, especially once you hone in on that ring adjustment. And it looks like it'll be, if my wind there was a 6, I need to go about 7.5 rings. It's an extra 25%. So that's more or less what you'll want to do. So good luck there. Hopefully you have a Sniper 8. If you don't, you'll have to use a Guardian. If you have to use a Guardian, it's going to change your ring play. However, you'll copy that exact same spin. So you'll copy the spin, but you'll go different ring adjustment. It'll probably be much more to like a 1-to-1 fashion. So good luck there, and see you guys on the next one.